Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to present House Bill 195, which provides guidance for improved communications between property developers or property owners, interstate natural gas pipeline operators, and liquid petroleum pipeline operators located in Kentucky. This legislative effort was born out of a national movement that began over a decade ago by the country's natural gas pipeline operators. The principal objective was to create consistent standards for operators state by state. Mr. Speaker, there is a floor amendment, so I would request that the clerk report House Floor Amendment 1.
Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 195.
Gentleman from Davis.
So the original bill was written to include only interstate natural gas pipelines. House Floor Amendment 1 adds liquid petroleum pipeline operators to the bill, and it also provides some language to protect local planning and zoning commissions. Move for adoption of House Floor Amendment 1.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Floor Amendment 1 is adopted. Gentleman from Davis.
Mr. Speaker, the Commonwealth of Kentucky has 6,532 miles of interstate natural gas pipelines and 964 miles of hazardous liquid pipelines. They stretch across the entire Commonwealth, and in fact, 98 of our 120 counties have interstate natural gas pipelines, and 48 of the counties have hazardous liquid pipelines. These pipelines have historically been routed away from the larger cities, but close enough so that they could serve those areas. With the continued growth happening in Kentucky, pipelines are now being squeezed by development projects. Pipeline operators are required to meet very stringent federal requirements and maintenance standards. These standards and procedures change as developments grow closer to the pipelines. Specifically, when implemented, this will improve developer and pipeline operator collaboration through the planning and zoning process. This will help ensure pipeline operators are in compliance with federal pipeline standards, but more important, it will maximize safety for Kentucky citizens. Pipeline operators have no choice in this matter, and they understand that. That being the case, House Bill 195 does not restrict development. What it does is provide guidance for both the developers and property owners and pipeline operators as to timing and the procedures for talking to each other. Basically, we're trying to improve communication. Specifically, it will require developers to inform operators of the intent to develop near an existing pipeline earlier in the development process. This will give the operator time to coordinate with the developer and make any operation or maintenance modifications that are mandated by federal guidelines. And once again, it provides for the safety of Kentucky citizens. What this bill does not do, it does not allow new exemptions related to the Underground Facility Damage Prevention Act, Kentucky 811. And it does not give planning commissions the authority to restrict developments because of pipeline locations. Subject to any questions, Mr. Speaker, I move for adoption of House Bill 195.